then the Yuto cannot escape from the full combo. So before the combo is available, there's a window here for Pi to just come out strong and maybe with a cheeky gank, get an advantage and take out, just take over the lane.
And here it is, the final say, the final statement from Aura Fire. It's nothing but poetic, with Aran coming out with his signature hero, Badang, as we enter the Land of Dawn for this matchup between Aura Fire, the Dragons, against the Three-Face Mass for possibly the last game of both of these teams.
Let's see, indeed. Alter Ego and Aura Fire here. Spell check. Nothing out of the ordinary except Novaria Sprint.
Well, going up against the Martis in particular, right? There's going to be a lot of situations where the Martis will try and run you down, chase you down. And with the sprint, you can be a bit more slippery to catch on the Novaria as opposed to a Flicker, especially against all these high mobility fighters and an Irrital, mind you. Looking at the emblems though, it's going to be the Wilderness Blessing for Udil once again. He'll be trying to impact the rest of the lanes from that mid lane, considering that the early game wave clear, look at that, from Udil is just so reliable.
Okay, first minute in. Seems like bottom lane now Zin and Kabuki will try to move on towards Nino. Does not have enough damage to take him down just yet. Fan sniffing out Nino, but Nino will recall in time.
It feels a lot more balanced here in game number 2, with Aura Fire being able to trade some blows against Alter Ego's early game aggression. It is thanks to that mid progression that they have that they can utilize, but in the top lane,
Pi immobilized multiple times already. Take a look at the trade. Pi and Aran. Selly Boy now disrupting the 1v1. No, respect the 1v1, Selly Boy. First blood for Alter Ego.
oh, that was so fun to watch, a 1v1. Why did Sally Boy have to come and ruin it? It's so unfortunate. He thought it was going to be a 1v1, like gentlemen,
Everything is fair in love and war.
Oh.
And there, with the level 4 power spike, I guess that they were just predicting that's going to be the case, but Nino!
Oh, good. Set up and Zen now diving under the turret. Flickers out of the way, but take a look at the neutral objective take. It will fall at the hands of Selly Boy, taking ban for the bonus as well. Alter Ego Esports. Wow. Total kill, 2-4-1.
They gain a little bit more here in that particular situation that Aura Fire were able to build in that early game. It's completely taken back, and now Alter Ego have a little bit of a lead. When we take a look at the talents prediction, okay. So, Papulo's not alone anymore. He has Owl for Aura Fire.
Owl has switched sides. We'll have to see, man. Aura is a bit on a... They're a bit behind right now due to that sequence of events. Alter Ego securing a lead in the EXP lane, getting the turtle as well as the jungler at the same time. I feel like that gank on the EXP lane was intentional, man. They know that Badang, after a painstaking level 1 to 3, will be trying to go for an all-in at level 4, and that's where they try and punish. But Samo now, able to escape with that mobility. And Alter Ego, they're just staying default here, not doing anything too crazy until they have a bigger lead. So low though.
Whoa.
What? What?
That's a snipe from Udil with the Astral Recall.
Oh my, Aura Fire, another member gets taken down. And now, Alter Ego, they're going for more here in the bottom lane.
Then, Mortal Coil is on cooldown and will not engage more, just to clear in that gold lane. Zen setting up in that mid bush. Let's see. No commitments whatsoever. Zen, wow, that's 2 skills of Udil already chunked. Zin to almost a half HP earlier.
Uh-oh.
Baptism connecting onto its Samo. Samo forces to use the Circling Eagle to escape. Looking for the juke as well. And it seems like Alter Ego still wasn't able to take Samo down.
Perfect timing though, right? Because 5 seconds left until the next neutral objective spawns. You're forcing Samo to go back. And I think Aran knows it. Remember, Sally Boy is a little bit ahead in terms of EXP. He should be at level 8 soon. And if he does get that level 8 before Van, he is going to have a little bit more of an advantage to play around with. Until then, it's a 50-50. Everyone gets resetted, and it's now an engage from Samo HT.
Circling Eagle on towards Joe. too premature, I might say, right? No fall damage whatsoever in the turtle pit now. Secured by Alter Ego. Zin, though, will find the turtle with the feather airstrike. Good call there. Risky play. It paid off. Aura Fire, they disengaged. Does not want business.
Wow, even with the Black Dragon form being used there, Alter Ego were unable to pressure Aura Fire away. And in signature style, that was going to pick a great steal, but Aran
with the passive that Yuzong has, he will be solo killed. Take a look at Samo. After the circling eagle, no time whatsoever, gets taken out. Silly Boy crashing on towards Van now. Rassi and Nino, perfect place to deal damage towards Van. But this time, it won't be enough.
2-for-0 trade in favor of Alter Ego in the 5th, 6th minute of the game as they're looking for more. Kabuki is getting sandwiched in the bottom lane. Do they get the pick?
Say 3v1 sprint popped. But it seems like the turret will be the #1 agenda for inside of Alter Ego Esports. Economy-wise, 1,500 gold lead here. Alter Ego Esports. It seems like the circling eagle will not be committed more. It's just for a bluff play.
That was dangerous, man. You can see that Nino, this was the great counter you have against all these mobile and annoying heroes. If you have damage, like on a Beatrix or a Bruno, you just destroy them, and it doesn't matter how fast they're moving or how much they're circling around you. Alter Ego right now are on track to repeating their success in game number 1, by just completely dominating the early game. But man, the EXP lane was also very brutal at this point. Look at the gold difference, it's only 500, but Pi has been doing amazing things on the Yutong.
Van escapes with the Cyclone Eye. It seems like Sally Boy and Van will invade the purple buff. But there's a solo, there's a kill on towards Pi in the top lane. Van who still secures the purple buff. Alter Ego now looking for a re-engage though, knowing that Van is quite low, but Iran will claim this first structure for Aura Fire.
This game is much, much closer than game number 1. And Iran, we're finally seeing that flavor of Iran that we were so used to. He's focused on the objectives. He gets the kills with the rotations coming in from Sin. And that's what made Aura Fire so scary. That far lane presence coming in from Iran. And he's finally able to capitalize over it. Look at that gold lead coming from Alter Ego. Instantly shift back. That was a 1k, almost 2k gold lead that Alter Ego were able to build for the first 7 minutes of the game. Instantly traded back by Aura Fire. This is as close as ever.
And in a way, Alter Ego has a bit more to lose in the late game because they do have more fighters, technically. But for Aura Fire, they themselves have a Martis, so as you mentioned, Eterna, it's a bit of the same situation, but our Alter Ego, they have more to play with for the late game mutual objective take, unless Pi gets destroyed just like that.
3-0 KDA already for the first 8 minutes of the game. He's getting choked down by Aura Fire. Not a great game for him so far. And it's so awesome to see Aura Fire just strike back. You think that even though they don't have any more chances coming into the playoffs, they're just gonna, wing it, but they're taking out everything. They're pulling all of their stomps out.
See here, Nino, quite low. Oh, Van doesn't find the decimation. The feather airstrike misses as well. Kabuki, though, knows at the target. Finds Nino in the back line, and now looking for Udil. Rossi will die in the process, but it seems like Zen will die from Rossi's passive. Kabuki and Samo, 2 men on the mission, finds a kill in the top lane as well. It's a 1-4-3 Aura Fire. The Dragon is answering back.
Their fire is still ignited here in the 8th minute, almost 9th minute of the game as they strike back. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, 15 seconds left for that next Lord to spawn. And Aura Fire, they have the man advantage, the gold lead. They have the anchors and the roots locked in this game.
A great play by Aura Fire to just take control of the game before the mutual objective comes up. Now with the mutual objective up though, they have pressure in the top side, but they have to be wary of the Black Dragon form that Alter Ego can use to zone away the backline and separate them in the middle of a big fight. With the minions already hitting on the tower top side, you can expect Alter Ego to force the play.
Oh, Astral Re-Echo finds 4. Silly Boy though, wow! The damage he's received will be taken down. Still a bit too much. Van finds the Lord. Pi zones Kabuki in the front line with no help and gets taken out. 2 men from side of Alter Ego will be taken down. The Lord for Aura Fire. Take a look at Iran. cheeky angle that he has placed. Will he commit though? Seems like no. Will not commit for now.
With no more pressure on their shoulders, we're finally getting Iran back. He was the one to be able to take Boy down before the neutral objective. As Samo goes in very aggressively into the back line.
Oh, the damage from Eno, yeah. Enough to make Samo retreat.
Run.
Boy will receive a lot of damage with the feather airstrike. He will survive though, but the purple buff will be secured for Aura. Alter Ego defends with 5 now. Top side will and should be the target here. Will they defend this tier 2? It seems like no. They will just sacrifice it.
Oh no, 4,000 gold lead here for Aura Fire. Alter Ego, they need to make something happen and they need to make it quick. What do they do?
They have to try and find a way to shut down Kabuki, man. Now it's a turntables. 3-0 and 3-4. The Aerithal doing a lot of damage, being very mobile at the same time. And like you mentioned, Eterna, the Farsa pick is just so valuable for them right now. They won't be able to get the base turrets, it seems, but now Alter Ego are the ones forced to look for a more decisive fight, a more valuable fight where they can actually get their hands on the back line and deal with the healing at the same time.
Oh, Samo?
Samo overcommitting. Flickers out of the way. The base passive in that mid lane will be triggered though. Alter Ego, they're still behind. They aren't on the defense, but A-okay. First Lord, no base turrets cracked.
Still though, Iran being back is... It's a huge pin. A thorn on Alter Ego's side right now. Every time they go for an objective, they need to think about housekeeping. Iran is constantly pushing those far lanes when they go for the neutral objective dances. And Alter Ego, they're losing control slowly but surely. And that's how they lost so many turrets. Iran.
Yeah, Iran is just doing the Iran effect. We haven't seen it in a very long time. But now Alter Ego, they have some knowledge here, but they did not spot out Iran.
Oh.
Fortunately, the fight will not break out right there. But now for Aura, even during an objective take where you can see Pai struggling to just stay relevant and zone away Kabuki and Sin in the middle of a fight, Aura Fire can still decisively take out the neutral objectives.
The only thing I feel like here for Alter Ego, their high ground is, I feel like, okay. Right, with Bruno Navaria as well, it's going to be very tough for Aura Fire to find that window to really commit and expose the base of Alter Ego. Lord is up though, and Alter Ego is in nowhere near to securing that Lord. Now Samo distracting, trying to find resource. Petrified committed by Pai does not mount to anything. And with that, Aura Fire has the space to commit and get the second Lord.
Just on the back of Samo HT alone, woo, being able to trigger so many resources, an important resource from Pai, which was what's the skill again?
Petrify.
The Petrify was all it took, man. There's no kill pressure coming in from the Yuzong without that Petrify. And Alter Ego, they couldn't close the distance. They couldn't go for a counter engage, a steal. That Lord's gonna be marching in favor of Aura Fire, and they're at an 8,300 gold lead. When was the last time we saw this from Aura Fire?
I think it's a bit too long for anyone to even remember. But now with an 8k gold lead, the last thing they want to do is make a mistake. So they got to play this calculatively and make sure at least the core members don't really get taken out. Alter Ego will be relying on Udo for a lot of the clearing here, but Samo HT is trying to do something against that.
Feather airstrike will zone some members of Alter Ego. Lord needs to be taken care of. They did. Base turret top lane. It's gonna be the target. Will they get it though? Seems like. Oh, good catch! Around with the fist crack. Finds 3. And with that, Rossi and Silly Boy is off the map. Pai is gonna be next as Alter Ego will not be able to defend this one. The mid minions are crashing, and Aura Fire will say hello to game 3.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another game of the series. Aura Fire, against all odds, against all predictions on the board, are able to put Alter Ego into a corner, back them into a corner, asking them, yo, AE, how much you want the playoffs?
Strong again that, hey, what's stronger, man? Alter Ego or the Iran effect? And for game number 2,